first of three speeches for today's meeting is from the Competent Communicator Manual, Project 1, Icebreaker by Sujay. Change is good. The title is Change is Good. And requested time is 8 minutes.
The only thing that is constant in life is change. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honorable guests. Today, I would like to share some of my experiences that changed my life. My name is Sujay, and like any other Indian name, it has a meaning. Victorious. And yes, sometimes hard for me to keep up with my name. But I try. I was born in a small town in India. Though small, it was like a town taken out of a portrait. It sits on the confluence of two beautiful rivers and is surrounded by a small mountain range. Pretty much like a precious stone sitting in a jewel. My parents are very humble and very simple folks. They have instilled, or at least tried to instill, the same values in me. My father is a retired bank manager and my mother is a homemaker. I have three elder sisters. Being the youngest and the only son, I was very pampered as a child. At least that's what they say. But believe me, I never took advantage of it. In fact, I enjoyed doing the household chores along with my sisters. I was actually very quiet and reserved child, or you may say discreet. And for some reason, the elders liked that. Maybe all other kids around me were very notorious. Education was very important to my parents. My sisters were very serious when it came to studies. I remember them getting panic attacks during their final exams. On the other hand, even though I would get good scores, nobody actually saw me studying. My parents used to get worried about my grades, but I know secretly they liked my quiet style of study. Growing up, I always preferred not to be at the center of attention. But boy, all that changed when I joined my pharmacy school. Suddenly, I became better than just good. And I got a habit of topping the class. Not only that, my social skills improved tremendously. I made a lot of friends. I started talking to girls, took part in stage performances. Man, I really miss those good old college days. During my masters, I met my wife Nisha, who at the time thought that I was really smart guy. I have heard that love makes you foolish, but that must be mutual. Because it's been 8 years that we are together and I'm still smart enough for her. And we are very happy to be getting foolish together day by day. Science fascinates me, especially biology. I finished my PhD last year and I'm currently working as a biomedical researcher for UMS. Let me rephrase that. I'm actually working for myself at UMS. We are trying to understand the cause of heart attack. And it really makes me feel good when I think that our work will someday might help to save many lives, and of course, including my own. I always loved being around animals. Not people animals, but animals. Currently, we have a small puppy named Cheetos. and I owe him a bit for bringing sanity to us. I love cats. Wait, don't judge me yet. I love only the big cats. And someday I would like to do something substantial to save the tiger. I love doing many things, but I haven't found my ultimate passion yet. Well, I love motorbikes. I have been fascinated by two-wheelers as long as I remember. And I dream to have a garage full of sports bikes one day. I'm an avid handyman and I love working around the house. I love hiking. The place I grew up had a lot of ancient forts, and during the rainy season, everything would just come to life. I love books, but only those which I could finish reading. I am a real foodie. I just love the food cooked by my wife. Not that I have a choice. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm really lucky to have a wife who also loves to cook for me. And I love helping her in the kitchen. There's one more thing, just between you and me. I do not like to go shopping with her. Life is all good now, but it's not been the same always. Every coin has two sides. I have a reserved personality for a reason. My mother has a serious mental illness, and it was rather difficult for me as a child to comprehend what was going around me. All the things I experienced as a child made me secluded, tougher, rather emotionally dry towards myself. So much that I don't care for myself anymore. For the matter of fact, a few months back, I had a medical emergency that almost killed me. My wife gets nightmares about it. But I look at it as another experience. Today, I'm sharing these experiences with you all. This tells me that I have come a long way from who I was. I'm no longer that shy boy anymore. And I'm changing constantly. After all, there is nothing like a bad experience or a good experience. It's just an opportunity to change yourself. Mr. Toastmaster.